Question 96. An increase in the value of an investment or a real estate property, giving it a higher worth than the purchase price is called A. Realizable gain, B. Capital gain, C. Appreciation gain, D. Tax incurring gain. Correct answer is B. Capital gain. Capital gain refers to the profit made from selling a capital asset, even if it's just on paper, unrealized capital gain. It's the difference between the original purchase price and the current market value. Let's break down why capital gain is the most accurate answer in this scenario, and why the other options are less suitable. The question's focus. The question asks about the increase in value which gives the property a higher worth than the purchase price. It's crucial to distinguish between appreciation, the increase itself, and capital gain, the profit. Appreciation versus capital gain. Appreciation describes the process of increasing in value. A property appreciates over time. Capital gain, on the other hand, refers to the profit realized, or potentially realizable, from the sale of a capital asset. It's the difference between the sale price, or current market value, and the original purchase price. Why capital gain is more accurate? The question says the property has a higher worth than the purchase price. This difference in worth is the capital gain, even if the property hasn't been sold yet. It's an unrealized capital gain at this point. The question isn't about the process of the increase, appreciation, but the result, the difference in value, capital gain. In short, the question is about the profit resulting from the increased value, not the process of increasing in value. That profit, whether realized or unrealized, is a capital gain. Question 97. The instrument that is generally used to secure a loan on personal property is called A. Pledge agreement, B. Security agreement, C. Trust deed, D. Financing statement. Correct answer is B. Security agreement. A security agreement is the instrument used to secure a loan on personal property, chattel. It creates a security interest in the personal property, giving the lender the right to repossess and sell the property if the borrower defaults on the loan. While a financing statement, UCC1, is related and often used in conjunction with a security agreement, it's not the instrument itself that creates the security interest. The financing statement is what's filed to give public notice of the security interest created by the security agreement. Question 98. Among the following choices, the beneficiary of a trust deed would most probably be the A. Borrower, B. Savings and loan, C. Trustee, D. Seller. Correct answer is B. Savings and loan. In a trust deed arrangement, used in some states instead of a mortgage, the lender is the beneficiary. The borrower, truster, grants the trustee the right to sell the property if the borrower defaults on the loan. The savings and loan, or other lender, is the one who benefits from this arrangement, as they are the ones who will receive the money from the sale if the borrower defaults. Question 99. Which of the following is included in the bundle of rights? A. Right of possession, B. Right of enjoyment, C. Right of encumbrance, D. All of the above. Correct answer is D. All of the above. The bundle of rights associated with real property ownership includes a range of rights, including right of possession, the right to occupy and use the property. Right of enjoyment, the right to use the property as one wishes, within legal limits. Right of control, the right to determine how the property is used, within legal limits. Right of exclusion, the right to prevent others from using the property. Right of disposition or encumbrance, the right to sell, lease, mortgage, or otherwise transfer ownership of the property. This is a key right, as it allows owners to leverage their property for financing. Question 100. The following are factors in determining whether an item is a fixture except A. Method of attachment, B. Purpose item is used for, C. Intention of the parties, D. Relationship of the parties. Correct answer is B. Purpose item is used for. The MARIA acronym, Method of Attachment, Adaptability, Relationship of the Parties, Intention, Agreement, helps determine if something is a fixture. Intention is the most important factor, often inferred from the other elements. The relationship of the parties is considered to provide context for their intent. The purpose an item is used for is related to adaptability and intention, but isn't a direct test itself. A written agreement between parties about an item's status is usually Question 101. Charles took a listing for a home. The owner told Charles over the phone that the property was in good shape, and Charles never inspected it. The owner showed a buyer the property, and the buyer decided to open an escrow with the owner, which then closed a few months later. Which of these facts are true? Even though the owner made a statement about the property's condition, Charles, as the listing agent, has a duty to conduct a reasonable inspection of the property and disclose any material facts to potential buyers. He cannot simply rely on the owner's representations. Failing to inspect and disclose known or reasonably discoverable material defects is a violation of his professional duties and real estate license laws. It doesn't matter if the owner made a statement or if the buyer asked specific questions. The broker has an independent duty to investigate and disclose. Question 102. Express conditions include conditions, such as A. Condition subsequent B. Full performance C. Condition precedent D. Both A and C. Correct answer is D. Both A and C. Express conditions are explicitly stated in a contract. They can be either condition precedent, an event or action that must occur before a party is obligated to perform their part of the contract. For example, a contract to buy a house might be conditional upon the buyer obtaining financing. Condition subsequent, an event or action that, if it occurs after a party has already become obligated to perform, will excuse that party from further performance. For example, a contract for continued employment might be conditioned on the employee maintaining a certain professional license. Full performance is not a condition, it's the fulfillment of a contractual obligation. Question 103. For real estate professionals, farming refers to A. Dividing work time into seasons, seeking listings in the summer, selling in the fall, conducting open houses and going door to door in the spring. B. Targeting prospects in a specific geographical area. C. Both A and BD selling property in a rural area. Correct answer is B. Targeting prospects in a specific geographical area. Farming in real estate refers to the practice of focusing marketing and prospecting efforts on a specific geographic area. Agents farm a neighborhood by building relationships with residents, becoming a familiar face, and establishing themselves as the local real estate expert. This can involve activities like sending out newsletters, attending community events, and door knocking. The goal is to generate leads and listings within that targeted area. Question 104. The following are required elements of a valid contract, except A. Lawful objective. B. Legal capacity to contract. C. Written. D. Offer and acceptance. Correct answer is C. Written. While some contracts must be in writing to be enforceable under the statute of frauds, like real estate sales contracts, not all contracts are required to be in writing to be valid. Oral contracts can be perfectly valid and binding in many situations, as long as the other essential elements are present. Lawful objective. The purpose of the contract must be legal. A contract for an illegal activity is void. Legal capacity to contract. The parties entering into the contract must have the legal ability to do so. Egg, not minors, not legally incompetent. Offer and acceptance. There must be a clear offer by one party and an unqualified acceptance of that offer by the other party, creating a meeting of the minds. Question 105. Which of the following is a characteristic of a hybrid loan? A. Only interest payments are made during the term of the loan. B. The interest rate is fixed during the term of the loan. C. The interest rate is fixed for an initial of 3, 5, 7, or 10-year period, then tied to an economic index that adjusts yearly. D. The interest rate is tied to the prime rate for the first half of the loan's term, then to the Dow Jones Industrial Average for the remainder. Correct answer is C. The interest rate is fixed for an initial of 3, 5, 7, or 10-year period, then tied to an economic index that adjusts yearly. In a hybrid loan, the interest rate is fixed for an opening period of 3, 5, 7, or 10 years. Then, the interest rate is tied to an economic index that adjusts every year. This index could be something like the Secured Overnight Financing Rate, SOFR, or the prime rate. The fixed rate period can vary in length, commonly 3, 5, 7, or 10 years. After this initial period, the interest rate will adjust, usually annually, based on the fluctuations of the index it's tied to. The hybrid mortgage has the combined features of a fixed-rate loan and the adjustable-rate loan, hence the